be chewing that blanket. What? What are you doing, Sid? Let's see. Is he going to come out, mister? Let me do this first, and then he'll come out. Hi, everybody. I don't know if anyone's going to be joining us today. Will anyone join us today? Jordan, what are you doing here? Cookies, this is Cookie's very vocal time. So. You know that sound? He would do that for hours and hours when he first came here. I don't know why they're so vocal in the morning. It must be normal. I thought I'd stream on both YouTube and Facebook. You finished work already? What are you going to do? That's nice. Yeah, Carol, you always watch on the replay, don't you? Aren't they obnoxious? My eyes squint because it's so obnoxious. Okay. Stop. You're going to make us all crazy. Now Rue's yelling back at me. You hear? Yeah, this is her playful time. You want a button, maybe? Here. Yes. It's 9 here, so we're just getting ready to rock and roll for sure. Oh boy. What do you think, Coco? Oh, she grabbed her button. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. It's afternoon for Olivia. I guess it's afternoon for people on the East Coast, right? Which is where most of you guys are from. All right, dude. Sorry. There we go. Come on. today, please. I'm not into it. We're biting today. What if I should put my hood on? Put my hood on so he doesn't get my face. I think that's what I'll do from now on. When I let, what's his name out, I'll just wear a hood. North of Toronto? Where in Toronto? I grew up in Toronto. Thank you, Bonnie. Don't fall in the garbage, Coco. That would be kind of funny. Thank you, Bonnie. Coco can't fly. Oh, Brian Adams is coming to Norway. I met him once at a bar when I was younger. What hypothetical guy? Yeah, we met. There used to be a bar. Actually, that's the bar I met Brad in. That because there's a big record studio where I live. That actually Brian Adams has a recording studio here, but a lot of bands would come here and record music. Okay. I can't. Anyways, they would go to this bar after recording late at night. It was called Club Soda. That's where I met Brad. And Brian Adams was there. Steven Tyler was there. Lots of people. And you could go and talk to them. They're always surrounded, but you can still talk to them. And I said to my my friend, because we used to always have fun together, I said, I triple dog dare you to ask Brian Adams to our house. And she did. And he was very, very polite with his no thank you. It's funny. Very polite. I'm not really that big into him. I like them. His songs are good, but they're played so much here. So much. Brian Adams. So much. Did you see my cornbread topping, you guys? It was pretty good. Brad liked it, and I figured out what my missing ingredient was Brad put canned baked beans in it, and that's what it was missing. It was missing that. Oh, Kraken Cases. Kraken Cases. Lots of rap and hip hop stars. You know that song "Girls, Girls, Girls" by Motley Crue? Was it Motley Crue? That was done here, and there used to be tons of strip clubs here in Vancouver, and one of the iconic strip places had a big sign that said "Girls, Girls, Girls." And that's what they wrote the song from. just a little bit of trivia. Oh, that's the guy I was talking about on my live last night. The guy who was into child advocacy, and then he ended up being his kids taken away from him. It's ridiculous. Pharrell Williams, Missy Elliott. His channel's called Kraken Cases. You should see his stuff, or even if you YouTube his name, Kraken Cases, like without the G, Kraken. You'll see all sorts of stuff. Anyways, that was what I was watching yesterday. These people they're active in the morning. The spammers are active in the morning. It's the Asian ones in the morning, and then in the afternoon or midday is the Indian ones, or the Nigerians. That's when they're active. Oh, you got to watch last night's live. We bought bananas, but they were terrible bananas this week. They're all bruised. Last week, Brad bought bananas, and he goes, "Did you try those bananas? They're terrible." And then I'm like, "No." Then I check Kiwi's. Kiwi loves bananas, all kinds. Even she didn't eat her bananas. Italy today, nice. Italy and Norway, boy, you guys are. Yeah. That's like, I always go, "This is terrible, Brad, taste it." He's like, "I'm not tasting it." So I never tell him it's terrible anymore. I say, "Here, taste this." Did you see the cornbread topping, you guys? John, we were talking chili yesterday. I made a baked cornbread topping. What's up, Coke? What's wrong, honey? You okay? Are you eating that blanket? You better not be. Are you hungry? My baby Coco, yes. There? I put the cornbread, I took the cornbread recipe and put the chili in the pan, and then put the cornbread mix on top of the chili in a pan and baked it for 30 minutes. And you're right, there was not enough juice. It got pretty. The cornbread really sucked up all the chili. So I need a day off from that chili drama yesterday. Hey, Coco. With a biscuit topping, I did that last week. You're missing my pictures, my food pictures. They're not as popular as they were before. What are you coughing about, Sid? Sid's already had breakfast. I've learned to eat before the birds get up, but Sid's always up, so she always gets part of it. What do you got, like just your household stuff? Kind of worried about our RV because it hasn't been winterized, and it had to be winterized. It has to be winterized, but it's staying at that repair place, so I'm kind of stressed about that. I know I need a good food question. Yeah. Well, the squash was good, and then the freeze-dried cranberries was good. What else? I need more photo ideas. My bird bread recipe was a big miss. People were kind of rude on it, so I deleted it because it was my secret recipe for my business. And then people were rude on it. I'm not very good at explaining recipes, so I just deleted it. My daughter bought a house with tons of trees. It's always so funny because when you're young and you don't think about trees and leaves, so their garden is just covered in tree leaves. And her boyfriend has to rake them. Are you hungry or you want to wait? You want to wait? You want to eat before everyone? Have a little taste to see if it's any good today? You look tired. Were you up all night? Were you up trick-or-treating? Halloweening? Here, if you don't want to eat it, you'll eat it later. I don't know what's wrong. Doesn't look good this morning. What's going on, sweetie? You found ask what everyone's comfy food is that they love. Comfort food, yeah. Coco was going to be a scary skull, but she got too scared. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. Brad told me. Brad grew up in Manitoba, right? A small town in Manitoba. And we were talking about trick-or-treating as kids. And then I go, and Brad said, Halloween apples. I said, what does that mean? He said that in Manitoba, instead of saying trick or treat, they would say Halloween apples. And then, because they mostly got apples, right? So they'd say Halloween apples, Halloween apples, and sometimes they got candy. But he is 65, so that was a long time ago. So, I said, are you serious? You get all apples? Pretty much mostly apples I said, what would you do with all the apples? And she said that his mom would make a pie. So they'd say, instead of trick or treat, they'd say Halloween apples. Isn't that weird? This was 60 years ago, 62 or 63 years ago. So I'm sure when you guys were young, most of us, we would get apples in our bag. There we go. I remember getting apples. It was always a big bummer. Brad said too, once he had his candy stolen. He had his candy stolen when he was a kid. That was the most heartbreaking. I think that's the most trauma Brad ever had. He's always had a charmed life, like Sid. So I think that's the most traumatic thing that ever happened to Brad. Candy was stolen. Him and his brother's candy. That's so devastating. I said, what did your mom and dad do? Well, we just didn't have candy. Where now, if the kids' candy was stolen, what would happen? The cops would come and be all over social media, and you get arrested, and you have a record, and the kid would go through therapy for years, trauma therapy, right? You had candy stolen now. Does anyone agree? He gave you a flashlight? Oh, that is a good gift. You prefer trick or treat? I heard they don't do Halloween in South Africa and where is she? Holland. They don't do Halloween in Holland. So that's the deal with that. What do you think, Coco, honey? Huh? Was that good? Was that good? Poor Brad. I think he has his test today. He has his driver's learner's license test that he's been studying for 2 weeks. I think it's today. He even didn't work overtime. Normally he works overtime every chance he gets. Yeah, they're afraid of it. He doesn't have that special extra license because the RV and truck are the certain length. It's the same one you need in the States to drive something really long. Oh, what it is. But he's like one of those people that just can't figure it out. He's gotta have the learners, then he's gotta take a test. And the only way you can take a test is if you have your RV. And the last thing we're gonna do is pull our RV out for a driver's test. And then you have to book the driver's test months and months in advance. Brett, it's not worth it. Let's just hire someone to drive it. I can't handle the stress of it all. All those things, it may seem simple to someone, but to Brad, it's like monumental. He can't figure stuff like that out. Is it the CDL? I don't know. It's second. Here it's secondary something. It's like it's, you don't need one for an RV here either, but it's as long as a semi truck. That's how long it is. I remember when we drove it from Kelowna to here, and we just jumped in it and started driving, and I'm like, Brad, don't you think we should check to see if the lights are working and all that stuff? He just doesn't have patience. Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing? He was eating kiwi treats from last night. Are you hungry now? Okay, well, this isn't gonna work out. Cookies at Rouge Bowl. Is it the CDL? I don't know. I'll ask him. Oh no, Gina. That's terrible. Okay, see you, Dawn. I'll check in on the license so I know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm sorry, Anne Marie. Ugh. Terrible. My most traumatizing Halloween was when my brother and sister, they dressed me up as Aunt Jemima and sent me out trick-or-treating a day early. No, everyone was shocked. They weren't ready. They weren't ready. And they were like, this isn't Halloween, but I thought it was Halloween. I said, well, because my brother and sister said it was Halloween, right? And everything they say is right. Well, good luck in your storm, Jacqueline. I won't scare Coco. Yeah, right? And do you know what else they used to do? They used to paint a mustache, because I was little, right? And I would, back then, wow. I had to get ready myself for kindergarten, right? I was just little. I think I was in kindergarten, and my mom would sleep. And I'd have to get myself ready for kindergarten. And, of course, I'm little. I don't know anything. So I just roll out of bed and put clothes on, and then I go to school. And my brother and sister would paint a mustache on my face. Oh my God. So in the night, they'd paint a mustache on my face because they knew I didn't wash my face. So that it'd be funny to do that. I remember being so horrified. I'm going to check with Brad what it is. Oh no, Judy. Yeah, Coco's not a fan of Halloween. It's 7 where you are? It's like 10 a.m. here. I know, they were big teasers. I know it's mean. They still, if I talk about it now, they still say, oh. Aww. I know siblings sometimes can be kind of mean. No snow. Found a boyfriend for Coco? Uh-oh. Coco doesn't like boys. Well, she does. She likes lots of boys, but she's not very good with them. I don't think she's girlfriend material, to be honest. Coco, are you girlfriend material? I don't think so. I think she'd make a terrible girlfriend. Right? I hear you. Poor Cookie has to have medicine in this young office. All right, Cookie. Breakfast, and Ruth not hers, and she can be quiet. Here. Come on, let's go. No, don't go away. Come on, let's go. No, come on. Good boy. Good boy. You're good, or stuff. Okay, Cookie, let's go. Here. There we go. Good boy. Now, Rue needs her breakfast. Hey, Rue. You know what's funny? The birds who don't like the pellets the most are the ones that end up liking them the most. Bob. Oh yeah, Bob is Jan's sweetheart. I don't want another Moroccan. He's loud. Yours has bowls on the front. I think this one does too, but I took them out. Isn't that true? She enjoys doing that so much. I hate to tell her to stop, but she's chewing up that blanket, and I'm afraid she's gonna swallow it. All right, Rue, here's yours. Kiwi wants her breakfast. You want yours, Kiwi? Okay, hold on. You want to eat it out here? I can't. Jan loves that Bob. I think if Jan had a place, she would adopt him. No, your mom has an Amazon. What's he like? Is he healthy? You got snow blowing sideways? Where are you, Sharon? Coco's gotten so beautiful. Yes, she has. There you go. Jordan, what are you going to do on your day off? Three ring necks. They're cute. 30s? Ugh. Okay, who didn't get their breakfast? Sid! Are you hungry, Sid? You want some grape? You ate every spat. You are hungry, eh, Kiwi? Look, she ate everything. All gone. Thank you, Helen. Thank you. Who didn't get enough grapes? I should probably making breakfast for these guys. Shouldn't take so long. But I'm so darn pokey, it takes me forever. Bring those screaming birds out. Let's go check out the screaming birds. Is Maxwell enjoying his breakfast? He likes his breakfast? Sid enjoying her breakfast? Coco's eating stuff. Newman loves his breakfast too. I think it's their favorite meal of the day. Cookie, did you eat all your breakfast already? Huh? I have to pull his cage out so that he can see Newman. Did you eat yours? Yeah? No, they don't. But you can still get some. Maxwell doesn't get to be around anybody. What he does to me, if he did the same to someone, another bird, I'd be very upset. Who's screaming? They all, Cookie and Rue and Cookie, every morning. All right, everybody. I gotta do the worst thing of my day. I gotta catch Newman and put something on his face. Just about to leave Valerie. You'll have to ask her. They're all screaming. Okay, we're gonna go. I gotta get my work day restarted. No, he has a habit of scratching his face. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for the likes and all that, and the stars and everything. Have a good day. Okay, Rue.